Hey guys, so today's video is going to be dedicated to my top picks for the Sephora sale that's going on right now. I asked you guys if you wanted to see this video on Twitter, and 85% of you said yes. So that is what we are doing. It's been so requested to sit down and tell you guys my recommendations during the sale. And I know I didn't just do a video like this, but like 4 months ago, last time we had this sale, I did a video just like this. So that really wasn't that long ago, and I still love and adore every single product I spoke about in that video. I'm gonna leave it down below. Definitely check it out, especially the skincare stuff. I spoke about a lot of really great things in that video. Holy grail stuff. So because of that, I'm not gonna speak about any of those products in today's video. Today I'm gonna be talking about other things, newer things to Sephora that I think are definitely worth the splurge, especially with this sale going on, which if you don't know, currently, Sephora is having this Beauty Insider Appreciation Sale. It's not their typical like twice a year VIB sale, but there's currently 10 to 20% off depending on your status, and that's honestly a pretty big deal considering Sephora never does sales. Just those two, and I think what they're doing, at least that's what people are saying, they're trying to get a better reward system going on. It's just the point system at Ulta is 30 times better than the one at Sephora, and I don't know if they're trying to like compete or make their point system better. I don't know. I hope that's the case. I think they're trying to like win our love back, and if that means more sales throughout the year, I'm fine with that. So I'm just gonna get started because this video is gonna be so long. I'm gonna tell you all the things I would recommend if you're going into this sale, aside from all the things I already recommended. So I'm not gonna go into the obvious things I would recommend. Stock up on all your favorite products. Products you use all the time, they're always going through. For me, it's the Anastasia Brow Wiz because I go through them like water, and if I can save on them, why not? My Kojandel wipes. Just my like everyday go-tos. I definitely need to restock. You should as well. But besides that, these are some products that are pricey, but I think they're worth it, and I think especially if you're saving 20% or 15%, you might as well. I spoke about perfume last time I did this video, but I just have to mention it again. This is the time to buy your favorite perfume, or a perfume you've been wanting for a long time, because perfumes are just so expensive. Obviously, I still recommend those other ones, but this is the one I am currently loving and obsessing over at the moment. This is Viktor and Rolf's Flowerbomb Nectar. It's like a newer, sweeter, limited edition fragrance, and I love it. I get so many compliments on this, and even though I told you guys I do prefer the original Flowerbomb, I get more compliments on this one than I do on the original. I think it's because sweeter scents just work better with my body. This lasts forever on the skin. I love Viktor and Rolf in general, but this Flowerbomb Nectar is so good. So obviously with all these palettes that are out on the market right now, just thinking about buying a single eyeshadow kind of hurts your soul a little bit, because you just save so much more money when you go the palette route. But the Hourglass Scattered Light Glitter eyeshadows are some of the most incredible eyeshadows I've ever used in my life, and I just discovered these like last week, and I cannot get enough of them. I am currently wearing the shade Reflect all over my lid. I have something else on the rest of my eyes that I'll show you in a little bit, but that really beautiful like wet looking sparkly shimmer is this color in Reflect, and these are incredible. Incredible. These are $29 each, which hurts my soul, it really does, but I personally think these are worth the money. And they give the most stunning reflect without being chrome or like metallic looking. We are used to seeing more of those chrome cream eyeshadows, but these are just so different. They're like lightweight, they have zero fallout, they just like apply to your lid so flawlessly. This is just so finely milled, but it's not messy. It's like pressed beautifully, and it goes on so wet looking. It is, I cannot get enough of these. These are absolutely beautiful. There is not one color in the line that is ugly. They are all gorgeous. I recommend every single one. I would say these are the next best thing. I don't think they're as good, and they're totally different in terms of texture and formula, so I wouldn't say they're the same, because these are much more foiled and metallic and chrome looking, like I was explaining a little while ago. But these are so amazing as well. They're just a little bit cheaper, and they give your eyes the most stunning metallic, amazing. The finish is just truly unreal. They are so foiled on the lids. They're all good. I also don't have a favorite. They're like all good. Well, Firedancer might be my favorite. Okay, so I'm sure there's a ton of you out there who are not into singles. You're not even worried about grabbing a little pot. You're not gonna deal with that. You just want an eyeshadow palette. I still got you. I got you. I have two I really want to talk about. One is more of a guilty pleasure splurge, and the other one is one I think every single person in the world needs regardless of the sale. I'm gonna talk about my splurgy love. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Mothership Sublime palette, and this is the Bronze Ambition. These palettes are $55, and that is a lot of money, especially since you only get 6 eyeshadows. But when I tell you that Pat McGrath has some of the best eyeshadows I've ever used, I am not kidding. I would say Pat McGrath and Natasha Denona have the best eyeshadows in the world. And this looks really basic, really boring, but they are so good. They are so good. Every time I do my makeup with this palette, I'm always looking in the mirror, I'm like, damn girl, you look so chocolatey, so bronze, so delicious. I always use this palette in conjunction with other palettes, so it's not one I would ever travel with, but these shadows are just so buttery and foiled and beautiful, and this matte blends like a dream. It's just so creamy, so good. I definitely think it's worth it. And I feel like this is a good way to try out her eyeshadows without jumping into the larger palettes, which the larger palettes are like $150. Something crazy like that. I mean, you have a lot more eyeshadows in that palette, so it's probably a better deal. But this is cheaper and it's a nice way to test out Pat McGrath shadows. She has a new palette coming out. It's like one of the big ones, but it looks so good. There's like a red eyeshadow in it. I need it. I need that palette. I'm gonna buy it. Okay, this next palette is like $6 cheaper and it has way more eyeshadows. So if that's not your cup of tea, I have a feeling this definitely will be. I know a lot of people have spoken about this palette already, but oh my gosh, this is the best eyeshadow palette Urban Decay has ever launched. Oh, that was a little bold, but I mean it. This is the Born to Run eyeshadow palette. First of all, the perfect packaging. Look how sleek this is and look how many look how many eyeshadows they fit in this. Perfection. This is how you do a travel palette. And this mirror, literally the whole thing is a mirror. It didn't wimp out on this mirror. It's so good. Packaging gets an A++++. Now the actual eyeshadows inside. This palette, in my opinion, I don't know if I'm the only one who feels this way, chime in. This is their best quality eyeshadow palette. It's what I currently have on my eyes today. I used all the matte browns and then I used a little bit of this like copper shade on the lid. I have been playing around with this palette for about 2 weeks now. If you've been looking for a palette you want to splurge on, I would say this is the one. You have pretty much everything you're gonna need here. You can do greens, purples, browns. I love it. It is so good. I feel like Urban Decay nailed it. They killed it. The colors honestly just blend themselves. It's insane. I do want to mention this Nars Atomic Blonde Eye and Cheek palette because I have been using it a lot recently, mostly off camera, but this is a beautiful, beautiful palette. You get a bronzer, a highlight, and 4 eyeshadows, but obviously you can use these as eyeshadows. That's pretty much what I use all of these colors for, except for this. I do use this as my highlight. It's actually the highlight I have on my face right now with another highlight on top, and I'll get into that. But this is a very natural, beautiful highlight that does look like a nice sheen on the skin. This bronzer is too deep for me, but I love this all over the lid. These shades though are so stunning and they look like just regular basic warm colors, just like your typical browns, but no, they are not. This one right here, I feel like this whole palette is worth it just for this shade right here. I also love the rest of these eyeshadows. This is Galapagos from Nars, which is one of my favorite eyeshadows from Nars, and I'm so glad it's in this palette. So I just wanted to give this a shout out because I think it's great and it's limited edition, so I would get my hands on it if you're interested in colors like this. Okay, so I'm gonna have a whole Pat McGrath moment right now. I haven't been super impressed with her products in the past. I always felt like her packaging never justified the price. Things were just always so damn expensive. I kind of feel like she's updated her packaging from when she first launched, and I have been really into this brand. These are the best lip liners I've ever used. I don't want to go into too much detail because I'm going to be talking about it in my favorites video. I have discovered so many good things this month. But these are the Pat McGrath Permagel Ultra Lip Pencils. These are like waterproof, life proof, everything proof. I'm wearing the shade Contour right now. I have to sharpen it and I lost my sharpener. Contour has been my go-to lip liner, but I also really love Supernatural. I put 4 more of these in my Sephora cart today, and that one's really gonna hurt me because these are like $26 each. If you've been looking for a really great lip liner that's creamy, glides on, isn't drying, but yet takes you throughout the whole entire night, you need these. Quick shout out to her lip glosses. They are beautiful. These lip glosses smell so great. They're really juicy. I like them a lot. I still recommend the Buxom lip glosses as well, and the Marc Jacob lip glosses. Those are phenomenal, but I also wanted to include the Pat McGrath ones on that list because they're pricey, but they're good. The last Pat McGrath product I really wanted to recommend was the Sublime Skin Highlighting Trio. I'm wearing the gold highlighter in this trio on top of that Nars highlight. So that's like that strong yellow gold you see. I was never really into that color on my cheeks until I discovered this. Her formula is so wet and dewy. It looks stunning on the face. You can also wear these as eyeshadows. At first when I saw this palette I was like, oh, cardboard, it's just so expensive. But when you put it on the skin and you see like the radiance it gives your, the formula is just really, really high quality. I love it. You guys know my love for the Thrive Cosmetics Rhea bronzer. That's like my go-to bronzer right now. But I have to mention this because, well, you can't get Thrive Cosmetics at Sephora, so I can't recommend that. But if you have been looking for a great bronzer to splurge on, one that's gonna contour you but still give you a little bit of like bronzer and warmth to the skin, this is the guy. This is the Marc Jacobs Tastic Omega Bronzer, and it is the perfect neutral undertone. It's what I used to contour my cheeks today. I have another bronzer on top that's a little bit more glowy, but the majority of what you see comes from this guy. It smells so good, so it's a pleasant experience, and it just blends like a dream. It never looks smutty. It just looks so freaking flawless and smooth. And it's so damn big, this is gonna last forever, so I definitely think it's worth the money. Plus the mirror in here is really nice to travel with. And then the other bronzer I wanted to mention was the Hourglass Luminous Bronze Light. This is one of their ambient bronzers. Everything from Hourglass, I'm gonna straight up recommend. Hourglass is just one of those brands that never steers me wrong. I've only tried out like 3 or 4 products that I don't like from them. I pretty much love everything, and their bronzers are so good. If you want a really beautiful sheen to your bronzer, these are the bronzers to get. I know my favorite is the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer. You guys know I've spoken about that like a million times. I still love it, I still recommend it, but during the sale, I feel like if you want to splurge, this is the one to go for. It's a little pricier than the Too Faced one, but it's just so pretty on the skin. The formula is just a little bit nicer than the Too Faced one, so. Also from Hourglass, if you haven't tried out their new translucent powder, you need to, especially if you have dry skin. When I first started using this, I didn't really get the hype, but the more I've played around with it and the more that I've tried out different powders, I really do realize that this is one of the best powders for dry skin. It doesn't emphasize your dryness at all. You can pack this on. I'm talking about like you can pack this on, you can bake with it. If you have dry skin and everything, you can bake with this. It never looks heavy, it never looks like a thick powder. It just sets your skin and looks very much translucent. It doesn't look like you have powder on the face. So I really, really love this. It is pricey, but it's worth it. And if you still don't want to shell out the money for this, they make a little one now. I just bought this the other day. It's like $18, which is also ridiculous for the size, but it's a nice way to try this out without committing to the big guy. The Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara is my favorite mascara. It is so thick, so black, so voluminous. It can get a little too clumpy, but it gives me lashes no other mascara has given me. I feel like it gives me insane drama and volume. It's just so, so good, worth the money. But I also have been really liking the Nars new Climax Mascara. This makes your lashes feel so soft. I'm wearing it right now. It's a very nice formula. I've worn it all day. It doesn't flake on me. It just makes my lashes look like I have a lot of lashes. It extends them and they just look so wispy. This is like thick and dramatic, but this is like wispy and dramatic. Plus, it has the prettiest packaging I've ever seen on a mascara. I love red makeup. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but makeup with red packaging does it for me. Like it does things to me. Another lip product I want to mention because I think these are so good. These are the Marc Jacobs Enamored Hydrating Lip Gloss Sticks. They look like they're typical traditional lip glosses, but it's not. It's a lipstick. The only thing that sucks about these lipsticks is that once you click it up, if you try to click it down, you cannot. So don't click up more than you need. These are literally lipstick gloss hybrids, and it's genius. It's perfect for those of you out there who like having lip gloss on top of your lipstick, but you don't have time to apply both. This gives it all to you in one shot. This one is in the shade Sugar Sugar. It's my favorite one. It is like the most beautiful glossy nude lip ever. It's like a moment. It's like a whole moment. I love these so much. I've tried like 5 colors and they're all really great. Okay, and then the last 3 products I want to talk about are actually lip balms, like lip treatment hydrators. And the reason I want to talk about these is because I feel like it's just so much easier to walk into Walgreens and pick up Aquaphor. It's like $3, you put it on your lips and it works like a charm. Like honestly, if these 3 products don't interest you, Aquaphor is the way to go. It's the best lip balm at the drugstore you will ever get. But I love these so much and I can't pretend I don't love them. And I want to talk to you guys about them because I love these 3 things for 3 different reasons and I use them non-stop. This is the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Balm. It's the one that comes in a stick. They also have the Agave Lip Mask. This is like so good. It has like a very thick, waxy texture to it. It's very weird, and when you start to apply it on your lips, you're like, oh, this is like going on kind of rough, but it kind of coats your lip and it creates like this barrier on your lips, and it kind of like locks in the moisture while filling in your lips. I don't know. This is a very smoothing lip balm and I love using this underneath lipsticks. This is why I love this so much. This is the lip balm I will wear underneath the most drying liquid lipstick ever, and it won't look drying, but it'll still look matte. Have you ever put on a lipstick on top of a lip balm and then it kind of just creates like a balm situation and it doesn't really look like the lipstick you wanted? This does not do that to you. This will hydrate your lips and create a beautiful base for any lipstick, any liquid lipstick. It's truly, truly amazing. The Fresh Sugar Coconut Hydrating Lip Balm is a newer favorite of mine. I kind of keep this on my vanity and I have just been applying it on days where I'm not wearing anything on my lips. If I'm wearing minimal makeup or if I'm not wearing makeup at all. This has been the lip balm I have been using. It smells like coconut, and not in like a disgusting artificial way. It smells like real coconuts to me. It's kind of emollient, but it's not like slippy. It has a little bit of a grip to it, but you feel how like intensely moisturizing it is. I love it, and I kind of like how it makes my lips look. And then for nighttime, I've spoken about this before, so I'm not gonna go on and on about it, but the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask is the best thing to put on your lips before going to bed, because you wake up with the softest, most plump, delicious lips ever. And like I said, you can just use Aquaphor, but I swear, like, I see a difference when I use the Laneige Sleeping Mask. And they just came out with these 2 new scents, and I know I'm ridiculous and I bought both of them when I'm not even done with my other one. The original is like a bubblegum scent. That one is my favorite scent still, believe it or not. This is vanilla and this is apple lime. If you're into vanilla, this one's good. I just wanted to mention these because they are the best lip masks I've ever used, and it's just great. So yeah guys, that completes this video. I know this was a very, very, very long video, but I just wanted to talk about products that are a little pricier, but I think are worth the money, especially if we're having a sale right now. You know, we might as well take advantage of it. But I would love to know what your top picks are. Leave them in the comments below. What are you planning on purchasing during the sale? I think the sale ends September 3rd, so we pretty much only have a week of it left. So definitely let me know what you're getting. If you're planning on picking anything up, let me know. I'd love to know your recommendations as well. I'll just keep adding those things to my cart, apparently. But I'd love to know what's in your cart. But yeah guys, like I said, that completes this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Aside from all the things I already recommended 4 months ago. 4 months ago. Did I do this? I don't know. I can't pretend I don't love them and I want to talk to them. And no, I want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to them.